Hi everybody, welcome to this instruction video. I want to show you how to make a heart garland. So I'm going to show you how to make little hearts, and for this I'm going to use a cotton yarn called Cotton 8 by Scheepjes and a shimmering yarn called Lizzie by Scheepjes. I'll be making hearts using both these yarns, and for that I'm using a 3mm crochet hook, US size 5, and for connecting the hearts I'm going to use both threads at the same time, and for that I'll be using a 3.5mm hook, a size E. So in that way I'm going to be making a slightly thicker rope join to connect the hearts together. So first I'll show you how to make the hearts, and for that I'll use the cotton yarn and then make all your hearts, and then we'll connect them using chain stitches with both these yarns together. I'm going to start with a slip knot on your hook, followed by a chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain stitches. I'm going to close to form a loop with a slip stitch on the first chain stitch. So in this little loop we've just made, we're going to work 12 double crochets. I'm going to start with a chain 2. This chain 2 does not count for anything, it's just to get you to the correct height. Now we're going to make 12 double crochets in that little space there. So that will be number 1. Here we go. We're going to do 12. It's 1, 2, 11, and then I still have one more to do, and that will be number 12. So I've now made 12 double crochets, and I'm going to close with a slip stitch on the first actual stitch, so the double crochet. See here the chain 2, I'm going to skip that to go to the double crochet itself and close with a slip stitch, and that gives you the first round of the heart, which is 12 double crochets in a ring. Round 2, we're actually going to build the heart on top of these 12 double crochets we have now. So in the stitch where you currently are, you're in this first double crochet here with a slip stitch. I'm going to make chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 double chain stitches, which counts as a treble stitch. Twice over, because you're going to make a second treble in the same stitch. So you now have 2 trebles in the first stitch. In the next stitch you're also going to make 2 trebles in the one stitch. So 1 and 2. The following stitch you make 2 double crochets in the one stitch. So 1 and 2. Make 1 double crochet on the next, and on the following stitch again 2 double crochets. So 1 and 2. We're now going to make the tip of the heart. So in the next stitch you're going to make a treble, a double treble, and a treble again. So twice over, to make a treble in the stitch, then make a double treble. So it's a double crochet, and a double treble crochet. It's 1, 2, 3 and 4 times off, and again twice over for that last treble. 1, 2, 3. So you now made 3 stitches in that one position. Now we're going to do exactly the same on this side as we've done on this side, but in reverse order. So I'm going to make 2 double crochets on the next stitch. 1, 2, 1 double crochet on the next, and again 2 double crochets on the following, on the next stitch. Now we're going to make the trebles, so on this side you're also going to do on that side, so 2 trebles on the next stitch. 1, 2 trebles, and you have 2 stitches left. So on the next stitch you're going to do 2 trebles. So 1 and 2. At this point you'll see that your design is really starting to look like a heart. You have 1 stitch left, this stitch here. You're going to close with a slip stitch on this stitch. Like so. And what you also still need to do is we're going to connect this chain 4 that we've made. We're also going to connect with a slip stitch, but you'll notice that the chain 4 itself is reasonably far away. The 4th chain stitch is over there, so we're going to connect to the 3rd chain stitch because that's just more practical. So on the 3rd of these 4 chain stitches, again make a slip stitch. So you see them here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's a 3rd one. Go into that stitch with a slip stitch, because by doing so you're pulling your heart more inwards. In the next round we're going to make the little frills around this little heart. So to make the edge around the heart, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then on the next stitch, which is going to be the treble in this case, make a slip stitch. And this you're going to repeat all the way around, or almost all the way around. 3 chain stitches, and on the next make a slip stitch. Going to do this in total 19 times, which means you're going to stop on the stitch just before you're all the way around. So you're not going to do this on the last treble, you're going to stop there. So chain 3 and a slip stitch. Chain 3 and a slip stitch on the next stitch. Chain 3 and a slip stitch, and you'll notice that you still have 2 trebles here and a treble here, and you're not going to work a chain 3 on that last treble. So these are your last 2 trebles that you worked into the 1 stitch. So on this second last treble, you're going to make a slip stitch, and this is the point where you're going to stop. So on this last treble, you're not going to make you're not going to do another chain 3 and a slip stitch now. This is the finished point where you are for your heart. So you can now cut off our yarn. So I'm going to cut off and pull out your yarn and then work away this tail in the back, and also work away the very first tail. Then you've completed the little heart. If you look at what it looks like when you've worked away the tails, you'll see that your heart looks like this. So continue like this, making as many hearts as you want. I'm going to make 15 in total, using both the metallic yarn and the cotton yarn. So continue, make as many as you want. I'm going to do 15, and when you have all your hearts, we can connect them using chain stitches. So to connect the hearts together, I have 2 strands of yarn on my hook, and I've also gone up to a 3.5mm hook. I've made the hearts with a 3mm. I have both a cotton yarn and the metallic yarn on my hook. I'm going to use these 2 strands together. On the first heart in the chain, we're going to make a slip stitch right here in the like here in the dip of the heart. Right here, I'm going to make a slip stitch to connect these strands together. So on that stitch there in the middle, to make a slip stitch. And now I'm going to go to my chain stitches until I can connect the next heart. I'm going to do 30 chain stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 30 chain stitches. Take the next heart. I'm going to take, it's the sparkly one, and it can be a little hard to see what the front and the back is of this heart, and don't be too concerned that you have it the wrong way around, because as such it should be fine. And again here in the center of the heart, right here on the tip, exactly like here, I'm going to make a slip stitch. Just poke your hook in there and make a slip stitch. And now again 30 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, and then you can connect the next heart. So that way you're going to have chain between your hearts of 30 chain stitches, and then connect one heart after the other. I'm going to do them in alternating order. So first the cotton one, then a shining one, and then again a cotton one and a shining, and continue like that until you've connected all your hearts. There are an awful lot of them, and until you've connected all your hearts. And when you're all done, you've connected all your hearts together, you've got a lovely chain with all your hearts dangling from your chain. It brings us to the end of this video. I hope it was a useful video for you. Thank you for watching.